What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is all about automatically syncing SharePoint site libraries using Intune. So let's get right into it. All right, so today is all about syncing SharePoint site libraries using Intune. But before we even jump into it, there's a couple of things. I have my notes right here. First things first, you must enable OneDrive File on Demand in your setup before syncing the Teams libraries for your users. So I actually did a video for you guys of how to do that within Intune. You will need the site ID information, which I'm going to show you guys how to do that on this video. Upon applying the Intune policy, it may take up to 8 hours after a user signs in and actually sees the SharePoint site. I know, 8 hours, that's crazy. Microsoft recommends not enabling this setting for site libraries with more than 5,000 files or folders. Don't enable this setting for the same library for more than 1,000 devices. And this feature isn't available for on-premise SharePoint sites. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is get into our 365 Admin Center, which would be right here. Yes. From here, I'm actually going to click on the grid, and I'm going to click on SharePoint. Now, I'm going to go to my only SharePoint site that I have, which is the server room. And within here, I'm going to go into the Documents folder, and I'm going to actually click on Sync. Just click on Sync, and as soon as you click on Sync, you're going to get this dialog box. We don't want to open Microsoft OneDrive, so cancel this. This is what we want. We're syncing your files. We're connecting to OneDrive on your device. Copy the library ID. So we are going to click on that copy library ID. That is a link, and it's going to copy it within your clipboard. So just click on it. All right, done. As soon as you click on it, it disappears. We're going to click on Start, and we're going to type in PowerShell. I'm going to launch the PowerShell ISE. I'm going to run it as an administrator. As soon as you click on that, it's going to prompt you the user account control. So just click Yes to continue. Once you do that, it should launch PowerShell ISE. And we're going to type in the following. Now, double quotations, in between those two double quotations, we are going to paste what we just copied. So just paste it here and go. And we're going to run the command. Once you run the command, what we want is the following. At the very end is going to give you the list ID. And I highlighted it right there. That is the list ID. Copy that. Put it inside your notepad or into your clipboard because we are going to be needing it pretty soon. Now let's head back into Microsoft 365 Admin Center. And we're going to click on Show All. We're going to locate and click on Microsoft Intune. So click on it. On the left-hand side, we are going to click on Devices. Underneath By Platform, we are going to click on Windows. And underneath Manage Devices, we are going to click on Configuration. We're going to click on Create, and we're going to select and click on New Policy. As soon as you do that, it is going to give you a side menu. Great. For platform, let's click on the drop down and we are going to click on Windows 10 and later. For the profile type, let's click on the drop down and we're going to select Settings Catalog. All the way in the bottom, let's click on Create. Provide a name. I'm going to give it the following. Pretty self-explanatory. On the lower left-hand side, we are going to click on Next. And it is time for us to configure. So let's click on Add Settings. You're going to get a side menu, and I'm going to type in the following. Configure Team Site Libraries. You are able to hit Enter on the keyboard or just click on Search. I'm going to hit Enter, and you only have one option. So let's select OneDrive, and at the very bottom, you have two options. Now, the first option is for devices and the second option is for users. We are going to be doing the user level. So I'm going to give it a check mark. And on the upper right-hand side, we're going to click on the X to close the side bar. Now it is time for us to configure. By default, it is disabled, so we are going to slide it to your right to enable it. And it is time for us to give a name and a value. Now, the name, you can do whatever you want, but the value is what we got within our PowerShell environment. So I'm going to give it the following name, and I'm going to paste my value. We're going to click next here. For scopes, I typically leave it as is. I'm going to click next here. For assignments, we're going to click on add groups. And again, you need to pick a security group with users. So I'm going to pick the following group, and I'm going to click on select. Let's click on next. A nice little review, and we're going to click on create. On the upper right hand side, it is going to say policy created, policy blah 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 was created successfully, which is great. Give it some time, refresh the page, and there goes our policy. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.